If you filed your taxes back in April and you've since mentally checked out, you're already behind the 8 ball for 2026. Because that filing was the handoff, not the finish line. And if you haven't done anything since April 15th, you're just digging yourself a deeper and deeper hole that ultimately you're gonna have to pull yourself out of by the end of the year. Hey guys, my name is Andrew from Ledgerly, and we are now 2 months past the 2025 tax filing deadline, and most business owners have done literally nothing since then. No adjustments to their current business structure, no planning, no strategy, nothing. Just back to running the business, making money, and hoping by some act of God that next year is going to be a different tax season for them. This video is meant to explain to you business owners why that gap in your planning strategy is so expensive and what to do right now while you still have 6 months to change that outcome for you. But before we dive in any further, please make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get all the latest free tax game from your friends here over at Ledgerly. But all right, back to our topic. So this is what the typical year looks like for a business owner. They're scrambling in Q1 to get their tax filing done, and hey, bang, get it done in April, filed, great. Now they're all relieved, they're on top of the world. But then, like I said, they treat it like a finish line, and now they don't do anything up until January 1st of the next year, and now panic strikes again, they're just back to scrambling, and they repeat this cycle year over year, not doing any proactive tax strategy and somehow expecting a different tax outcome. Oh, they got nailed with a $20,000 tax bill last year. Well, I made more money this year, I did no strategy, and no, it's gonna work out this year. No, you have to take action. That gap between April, your filing, and December, end of the year, when 90% of tax strategy expires starting January 1st, that gap is where structural problems compound, cash flow issues linger, and planning opportunities start to expire quiet. The business owners who end up with a different tax result that next year aren't necessarily smarter than any other business owner out there. They're just proactive. They didn't wait. So right now in June, you are actually in the best window of the year to take action. You have a completed tax return with real numbers to go and plan off of. Even if you went on extension, you should have had at least a draft return or an idea of what your actual numbers are for 2025. So use that as your starting base. From that return, you should know exactly where you got hit the hardest. And now you still have 6 months left in 2026 to do something about it. Here's what that's going to look like for you guys in practice. Did you have any surprises on your tax return? Review what surprised you. Did you pay more than you expected? Did you get hit with any unnecessary penalties, interest, late filings? Did you take a refund that maybe you should have kept as a prepayment for Q1 or even now towards Q2? Your tax return is data. You should use it. Identify if you had any structural causes with how your entity is set up and how it translated to your tax return. A lot of quote unquote surprises can be traced back to a couple of key things. Number one, wrong entity structure. If you're an LLC, should you have been taxed as an S-Corp? That's a quick example. Number two, no payroll strategy. Were you on payroll but took a fat W-2 when maybe we could have reduced it if we did some reasonable comp planning? And number three, no estimated tax plan. Did you miss Q1 last year? Did you miss Q2? Did you just make one fat balloon payment in Q4? Did you not make any at all? Figure out which of those three apply to you. And if needed, highly recommend go to a tax advisor, and there might be a list of 10 other things that you could be optimizing. I just alluded to it. Estimated taxes. Lock in your quarterly estimated tax payment plan throughout the rest of the year. The Q2 deadline is in a couple days here. The remaining are June 15th, September 15th, and then January 15th. If you have not adjusted your payments or even made any payments based on what you've been making so far in 2026, now is the time to get that dialed in. And ultimately, take this time to decide what needs to change by the end of this year that you didn't do last year. Whether that's, again, switching that entity structure, getting over to an S-Corp if we need to be, setting up an accountable plan if we don't have one. We have plenty of videos on that. Go to our page, type in accountable plan. We want to make sure we're capturing all of the deductions that we're actually entitled to take. Does your business have a retirement plan, a solo 401k, or even a group 401k? There are deadlines associated with those different retirement plans, so make sure you do your research if you don't already have one and get a plan in place to make sure it's set up by the deadline so you can take advantage of, hey, maybe we do traditional if we're in a higher tax bracket, or we want to set the groundwork for that generational wealth and build a big tax-free Roth bucket that we can grow into retirement, and we could start that today. But hey, if you want to start in 2026, you need to make sure you hit the deadline. And this is just a short list of things that we bring to clients all the time when they first have their initial consultation with us. We see it all the time, and A new client will give us their last year tax return. We know exactly what went wrong. We give them the punch list of items. Hey, these 3 things, let's knock those out because those are going to have the biggest impact on your tax return. And then year 1 or year before us, they had X result. They paid 20, 30, 40,000, whatever it is, they get crushed. They come to us and then typically save $20,000 plus on their tax bill. And like, oh my God, like all while having about the same revenue. They didn't change industries. It's still the same business, but now they had a completely different tax outcome. And yes, we're certainly a big part of that, but it's because they took action. They took the initiative to book that call. Hey, I know I'm leaving things out there on the table. Let me get a professional to help me put plan in place so I don't end up scrambling in January of next year. So if you filed in April and you ended up owing or paying more to the IRS, your state, more than you expected or you wanted, this is now your reset moment. If you felt blindsided by that tax return, the time to act is now, not in January of next year. If you want to turn this year's filing into next year's advantage, book a consultation with our team. Go get over to our website. We look at your actual numbers, your actual tax return, your current financials, all the various sources of income you have, brokerages, rental properties, and we'll help you identify exactly what needs to change and build that roadmap for you, get you that checklist of highest ticket items to carry out before the end of the year, and we help you do so. We give you the resources because we want to help you save on your tax bill, because we're all on the same team here. We're all small business owners, but we can't help you if you don't help yourself and go and book a call, even if it's not with us. Take action. Your window is now and time is running out. Again, get over to our website, book us for a call. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want tax tips like this every single week, because tax season should inform your planning and not just repeat itself.